press record and start recording. Before I continue, I'm going to place the dialog box in the upper right corner, and now I'm going to start to work. Okay, let's go into a little more details as to what I'm going to do next. Okay, the next job is to pull up the file that I used last time, so I'm going to go to File Explorer first and then navigate to the relevant folder. But before I do that, I want to demonstrate my fishing hat with a special halo. So I'm going to put up this halo hat on. So this is my halo hat, and you can see my halo effect on the lower part of the brim of this hat, and another piece of that is the mask. So I'm going to demonstrate the mask either this way or connecting it like a bib. So this is for the purpose of eating or something like that. So if I don't want to drop food on my shirt and other places, I'm using the hat as a bib. The lower part of the hat is a bib. I'm trying to close it. There's a little button which I don't see as we speak. I have to click it. Now I clicked it. Now I can use it either as a mask, just like this, and you can see how it forms a halo over my nose and underneath my face and over my face. And if it's too hot, I can just drop it down as a bib. And I would like to take off some kind of sweatband that I have on myself, because it's getting too hot. And now I'm ready to continue. So that was a short presentation about the halo effect using a vanity phone number, one vanity phone number on the lower lower part of the brim or under brim, another one on the sweatband, and then a third one for backup and recovery is on the bib. So these are going to turn into a video hyperlink, so that when a viewer watches the video and click on it, it will port the user to the website. And also, if the surfer wants to click on the phone number, it will dial the phone number on their behalf. This is the vanity phone number that is displayed underneath the vanity phone name. For example, where the cursor position is right now, the vanity phone name is WizmoBiz, and the matching vanity phone number underneath it is 1-949 667 3249. .249 represent the domain and name extension .biz. So B is 2, I is 4, and Z is 9. Okay, with this in mind, I want to start another clip. So I'm going to press the stop record button, double click it to check the quality, play it back. Okay, we're going to start And this is working fine, so I'm X out of it. And now start a new copy of the same thing. Restart the camera software and press the record button. At this point, I'm going to start performing the retrieval of the folder related to my plan. So I have to navigate with File Explorer to find my folder as a subfolder off of the document folder, a subfolder that is called Google Voice. Google Voice 1 more specifically. So I'm going to navigate to the letter G, down to letter G, down to letter G. I went too far. I went to letter I went too far. I want to go back to letter G. D, F, G for Gemini, and here Google Voice 1 is the folder that I want to open. And then pick up the last folder that I was using before was Mob Seeing AI. Open it up, and here it is. Mob Seeing AI. I would like to surround it by some kind of brackets or something to segregate it from the rest of the folder. So I'm going to use a right slash at the beginning and a left slash at the bottom. And then I want to save it. And now I want to navigate to, I'll make it a little narrower so it doesn't take so much space. I want to navigate to my email account to see what's ready to be used. So here I have a Google Voice message that I need to deal with that says that it will expire within 30 days. Now AirOpen. So I want to copy it. I don't want it to expire. So I'm going to copy it to the clipboard buffer with Control C and then open another instance of the browser. But before I do that, I want to open my notepad. I just started Mob Seeing AI and make a new section to document this issue. I will start the new session with open parentheses, bunch of open parentheses, then Control V to get the message, now AirOpen, and then the end, close parentheses to segregate it further. At this point, I'm ready to log into now AirOpen and make an outbound call with a Google Voice. So I'm going to edit, copy the account name, and now I want to switch from the current account to the new account. So I'm going to scroll down to the bottom, add another account, paste the new account, Control V, and continue. Next. The password. Next. And it says that the password is incorrect. So let's try it again. Don't know if it is the right domain name. Now AirOpen. .co. Is that the right domain name? I'm not sure. Let me start it again. Sword. Want to go back. Now air open. That is the account name without the .co. Maybe some kind of a confusion here. Now air open. That may be the right account. And next. And the password. Okay, so now I got into now air open. I want to skip everything and focus in on making an outbound call. So I'm going to click on not now, navigate to Gmail and see if there are any outdated email messages to deal with. And I see a whole bunch of them. New voicemails. For now air open. All of which are all kind of junk mail. Why do I have so many junk mail messages? Google Voice. Hi, my name is Rhonda. What does Rhonda want? Play message. I got a letter in the mail about something not getting paid, so give me a call back. Thank you. Fraudsters everywhere. Grand Central bounce. Okay, we want to delete it. Give her a call. Now I want to go to the top. O'Reilly, what's happening? Here's another. Fraudster is O'Reilly, what's happening? Message. Okay, delete it. So you see a lot of fraudsters. I'm going to mark all of them for deletion and then select if I have any of them that I need to keep. I'm going to scroll to the very bottom, and it seems like all of them should be deleted. Trisha with stable family will expire. Okay, we delete all of them. And now I need to navigate to Google Voice. Yes, me home. So I need to make an outbound call. I see that I got a lot of messages here that are kind of spammies also. Let's see if I can find some messages that are not spammies. It's in the favorite corner. So I have a lot of spammy messages that I need to delete, so I'm going to press shift and mark it for deletion and then go up to see how many more spammies do I have here. I want to delete all of them. Delete. And now I want to make an outbound call to 800 ChatGPT. So I'm going to type it in. And let me see what I have in 163. What are these? 163. Inscription not available. Hi, this is Trixia with stable family. It seems like I got plenty of spams here, so I'll start deleting them too. I don't need all these spams there. and scroll down to the last spammy to be deleted here. See if I can go to the bottom of these, all these spammies, all the way to the very end. Go to the very end and see if I can delete all these spammies. Let's delete them in as a group. Delete, delete. And then I got even more spammies to delete, so shift and mark for deletion. Navigate to the bottom. I'm going to minimize my dialog box at the bottom there so it's get out of the way. I see that I have so many spammies all the way to 23. Now shift and mark all of them for deletion, then press the delete button, and yes, I want to delete all of them. I still have a lot of spammies, so shift, mark this one, scroll to the very bottom, shift, mark the last one, click the delete button and delete all of them. Still have too many spammies here, so mark the first one for deletion, shift and click, and then at the bottom I want to mark all of them for deletion. Start with the first one, shift and to the last one, delete and delete again. Now we cleaned up that part. I have some other spammies here. Let's see what they are. 877 from 23. Shift, delete the first, and shift to the last, and then delete all of them. Delete. And now make an outbound call to 800 ChatGPT. So I type 800 ChatGPT. GTP, and then press the blue phone icon to dial to ChatGPT. I'm calling ChatGPT. ChatGPT doesn't reply. Me on hold. What is going on? Did I misspell it or what? Okay, we got some problem here. What is all of that? Control copy. Let's put it in again. 800. Another call. Calling. Okay. Story. 30 days. Okay, I said that it will not expire in 30 days. And I need to qualify that because this is also yes, me, home. Yes, me, home. Yes, me, me, home. Yes, me, home. AI, AI will not expire in 30 days. Yes, and 800. 100. Chat GPT, GPT replies in facts. Replies in code. Code. No English. No English. No English. Okay. And now I have to save this to Google Voice One. Let's see if I can save this to Google Voice One. So I copy it to Control Copy the path to Google Voice and insert it at the beginning. Google Voice now air open. And the phone number, yes, me, home AI, will not expire in 30 days. Replies in code, no English, is the file name. Edit, copy, file, save as, Control V, and select the save button. Now I'm going to mark it with an X at the beginning and a space, meaning that I have saved it to the local hard drive. It becomes a bit hot now, so I may have to take my jacket off. So bear with me a second as I'm taking my jacket off because it's getting too hot around here. Okay, put the jacket away. Let's see if the camera is working. Yes, the camera is working. Okay. Now I'm ready to continue with my mission to check out this situation. What is the problem exactly? But in the meantime, I have complied with Google's requirements, so the number will not expire. And at the present point, what I need to do is I need to log into the Google Drive and upload it to the Google Drive. So let's see if I can navigate at this point to Google Drive. So I want to navigate to Drive. Here is Drive. Click New, folder Upload. And now I'm going to paste the folder name with Control V. What I need to remove is everything past the Google Voice 1 backslash, because I want to upload the entire folder. Press enter and enter again and upload. And it says that it uploads 52 folders. So we'll make it a bit smaller. I'll just move it a bit to the left so I can go back to my notes, or to the right. I can go back to my notes on my notepad and make a note. So I want to go back to my notepad. Now air open and mark the number 51 to note that 51 files have been uploaded to the Google Drive. And now I want to go back to my notepad and save it locally to a new folder. So file. But before I continue, what I may want to do is I want to trim the pisar to make sure that this pisar doesn't grow to be too long. So I'm going to go to pisar, stop recording it for now, and wait for it to give me a chance to save pisar. In the meantime, I can take a little drink, let pisar be ready. And then continue to save pisar. So I'm selecting the save button. And I wait for it to give me a chance to save. It takes some time, the machine is quite slow. I take the previous file name, click it into the folder, and now I'm going to update it off of the point that include this .zip information. I'm going to paste the new adjusted information, Control V, and now I need to go back to the subfolder and delete it because it's no longer relevant. So I want to go all the way to the beginning of subfolder and delete this entire section. Tap the delete button and now scroll back all the way to the other side to update the rest of the file. Now today is the 10th of October, so I'm going to upgrade 10/9 to 10/10. which is today's date. I get rid of the version Control E and delete it. And then the day of the week today is Friday, so I'm going to put a capital F and lowercase r with a period for Friday. And the time of the day is 2:09 p.m. So I'm going to put in 2. Let's start with 2 p.m., the beginning. I started at about 2 p.m. and then a space and a dash. I meant to put in a dash and not an equal sign. So I need to get a little more light on this keyboard so I see what I'm doing a little better. So it is 2 p.m. dash space, and the current time is 2:09 p.m. So 2 period 09 space p.m. Now I got a complete file name, and with the correct time I can delete the whole section there that is listing the previous time and date and all of that, all the way to the .zip, and replace it by a dot. Now I'm done with one part of the file name. And the other part of the file name, I want to copy from the first input line with Control C into the clipboard buffer, place the cursor at the very beginning, and then Control V and backslash. And now right mouse click, copy to the clipboard buffer, and click the save button. And now review the additional details to see how many screenshots was the last one, 194, as I'm going to check the settings, make sure that it is set up to 999, which it is, and start a new recording. Now I can minimize it to forget about it until the end, and go back and paste that Control V, the entire file name and the folder, to my notepad, and put in the prefix for X space, meaning that I saved it to the local hard drive. At that point, I'm ready to go back to upload it to the Google Drive. So I'm going to click on Drive. And then once I open Drive, I click on plus new, folder upload. And this time I'm going to upload the psar.exe one folder. So I'm going to paste Control V. I want psar.exe1 and delete the rest. So I'll have all the folders there, delete the rest, and then press enter and enter again, and upload, and then extend it a little bit to see exactly what was uploaded. I'm going to go to the right side of the screen all the way, and it says 75. So I go back to my notepad and type in 75, namely 75 files have been uploaded. So far, so good, and I'm continuing with another saving file, save as. This time I want to create a new subfolder on the document folder. So I'm going to go to document, select new folder, and then paste the file name with Control V at this point. I want to navigate back to now AirOpen and delete the prefix that is no longer relevant by pressing the delete button, and then delete the suffix that is no longer relevant, mark it for deletion, and then delete it. and then navigate into the subfolder and save it there. Okay, now I'm copying the newly created subfolder with Control C to the clipboard buffer, and then insert it as a prefix, Control V. I didn't focus on the right thing, but that will be good enough. I need to cancel it, so I'll just cancel here, go back and paste it in my notes here, the new file name, and I have to add the new subfolder name, and I have to add the new file name. Now that I got the subfolder name, I want to add the file name with a backslash. So mark the entire file name, edit, copy it to clipboard buffer, and then paste it as a suffix with Control V. Now I got a complete file name, and it should be a text file instead of a zip file. So I'm going to change it from .zp to .tx, indicating that this is a text file, a text file with tx. Edit, copy, file, save as, Control V to paste. I want to go to the very beginning to see if I, yes, have a correct file name. It may be a bit too long. Will not expire in 30. And I'm going to delete some of Spire. Delete this section to make it a little shorter, so it doesn't become so huge. It gives me some problems that it cannot fit. Maybe I'll take also the txt because it will shorten the file. And now the time is 2:17 already, so I might as well change it to 2:17 here. I may have to get rid of that too, because it's just becoming too long. So it will be just 2:17 p.m. That it is more for reasonable length. And now let's see if I can capture it all and copy to the clipboard buffer, and then click save. And that was working. So I'm going to paste it right here, Control V, and enter, and then an X and space in front of it. And now I want to upload it also to Drive. So I want to upload it to Drive. Click on plus, folder upload, paste the new folder, subfolder name, and delete everything past the left backslash. So I have just the path without the file name. Click upload again. And now keep both and upload again. And go to the right and see 1. So I go back to my notepad and I put the number 1 to indicate that one subfolder has been uploaded. And then I need to go back to delete the message that it will expire. So I'm going to go back to the email address delete the message that it will expire, and pick another one, and we'll see what it is. And this is to mob seeing AI. So I'm going to copy that into my notepad with Control C. Then navigate to my notepad again, file, save it again just to make sure. Now go to the very top and create another segregated area for this new message. So I'm going to create another segregated area. We'll start with open braces, then enter, then the message, Control V. Then I want to copy the mob seeing AI to the clipboard buffer so I can make an outbound, I can log into it. So edit, copy, and then mark it with a bunch of closed braces to segregate it from the rest of the file. And now file, save again. At this point, I'm ready to navigate to another instance of the email and switch from the current email to the new email. I want to add another account, and now it tells me that there are all too many open accounts, so I have to go back and log out of it. So I'm going to go back and log out of all the accounts, click on A, sign out of all the accounts, and then sign back into one of the accounts. This account, I'll sign back into it, and then enter the password. And next. Now that I'm logged into it, I can try to switch back and see if it will let me switch back into it. So now I want to switch from this current account to the new account. So I'm going to scroll down to the very bottom, add another account, scroll down to the very bottom again, and use another account. Then I'm going to try to paste the new account name and see if it will let me log into it. Okay, now that it lets me log into it, I can go to the Gmail part of it and delete things that are relevant. So I'm going to mark all of them for deletion first, then navigate to those that I want to keep and uncheck them. Everything from me I want to uncheck, and the rest of them I want to delete. So I delete the rest of them. Okay, and now I want to go to navigate to voice and see if I can talk to ChatGPT from here. So I want to call ChatGPT, but before that I want to delete some spammies that may be lurking around here. Here is one I need to delete. Delete this one, delete, and then I want to go back to calls and make an outbound calls to ChatGPT. But before I do that, I have a whole bunch of other calls. I made outbound calls. I really don't need to have it, but I'd like to add the call to ChatGPT and see if it works. So I'm going to enter 800 ChatGPT, and see if it will work here. Microphone in use, it says. Why is it in use?
Hi, it's ChatGPT. This call may be reviewed for safety. How can I?
Help me with mob seeing AI.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you repeat it, please?
Yes, mob, M-O-B, seeing
Got it.
AI.
Oh, you mean got it. You're looking for help with seeing AI. Could you tell me more about what you need assistance with?
Yes, mob seeing AI is a domain name about a- AI vision. Like there will be a mob, a lot of people that will be able to see using AI.
I see what you mean now. You're talking about using AI vision technology to analyze scenes with large groups of people. This type of AI can be used for various applications, like crowd monitoring or security. How can I assist you with this?
Yes, and that is exactly what my intention is, to use it for mob monitoring and security, and also for the hearing impaired. That the hearing impaired, a mob of the hearing impaired will be able to see through the AI, through the caller AI.
That's a fantastic idea. Using AI vision to help the hearing impaired by visualizing sounds or events could be very empowering. It can provide a richer context and improve safety. Do you need advice on how to get started with this project?
Yes, I would like to elaborate first of all on what are examples of security applications.
Sure. Used in various ways. For example, it can detect unusual behavior in crowds, identify potential threats, or even recognize faces for access control. It's also used in monitoring public safety or securing sensitive areas. This technology can help quickly alert authorities to potential security issues. Would you like to delve into any specific areas?
Yes, let me give you an example. The way that terrorists
Sure.
the way that terrorists penetrated the southern border of Israel on October 7th.
You're referring to a serious security breach. AI vision could potentially help in such situations by monitoring border areas for unauthorized crossings and sending alerts in real time. It's a valuable tool for enhancing security measures. Would you like to discuss how to implement such a system?
Yes, let's discuss how to implement it so disasters like the Hamas penetrating Israel and killing more than 1,000 people will be avoided, because a mob will be seeing it in real time through the AI. Yeah, let me explain it to you. A mob, a lot of people will be seeing through the AI vision. the- yes, I like to focus on live streaming the AI chatbot call. The AI chatbot caller will live stream the security cameras and interpret what's happening and make a call to a mob of people, showing them what is happening at the southern border in near real time. So the army that may be asleep at the wheel can come and stop the intruders.
And notifies a group of people in real time.
Yes, and I'd like to give you a specific example of LLM, like large language model LLM vision, which is an LLM that receives the surveillance camera output, interprets it, and make an outbound call to warn the owner about an intruder in near real time.
Would you like advice on how to integrate such a system?
Yes. Yes, how to integrate it, and more importantly, how to distinguish it from normal users. So, for example, if I live in a house and my wife lives in a house, I will train the LLM vision to recognize my face and recognize my wife's face, in addition to the mailmen and mail women, in addition to the trash pickers that are coming to the house on a regular basis. But if anybody else is coming to the house and trying to enter, the door cam will alert me by calling me using the LLM vision and telling me that there is a face that is getting into the house that doesn't belong there, a red flag.
For unknown faces, the system would flag them as potential intruders. The AI could then make an outbound call to alert you. Would you like more details on implementing this system?
Yes, please give me more detail on implementing that system.
First, set up security cameras with good coverage. Then collect images of regular visitors and use them to train the AI model to recognize authorized faces. For this, you can use a pre-trained model and bind them with your data. Next, integrate the AI with your security system. When the camera detects motion, the AI analyzes the images. If it recognizes the face, no action is taken. If it's an unknown face, the system triggers an alert. Finally, integrate a notification system. When an intruder is detected, the AI makes a call or sends a notification to you. This requires setting up a communication channel, like a phone call or app notification. Does that help?
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I want to do, and I want to streaming live to YouTube Live, so it is free.
Streaming to YouTube Live is a great idea for sharing with a larger audience. You can use software like OBS Studio to capture the camera feed and stream it live to YouTube. You'll need to set up a YouTube Live account, configure OBS with your streaming name, and then start streaming. Just ensure you comply with privacy and security guidelines when streaming. Would you like info further on setting up a live stream?
No, I would like to focus on the security and privacy issues. Remember that these are intruders that are not supposed to be there, and therefore I will place signs saying you are under surveillance.
Placing a sign of surveillance is a good practice legally and ethically. Make sure your system complies with local laws regarding surveillance and data protection. Limit access to the live stream to authorized personnel, and avoid capturing areas that could infringe on personal privacy without consent. Would you like more tips on ensuring privacy?
Yes, remember this is a something like a door cam. So anybody that comes into the door that doesn't belong in my house is not is an intruder.
Got it. Since it's a door cam, focusing on the entrance is key. Just ensure the camera
Yes, but let's focus on the message. What should the message be? Right now, I have a message that says, "Smile, you are on live camera."
That's a good start, but you might want to be more explicit. How about, warning, this property is under live surveillance. This makes it clear that the area is monitored and that intruders are welcome.
Not only that, I would like to add that it will be streamed to YouTube Live and give the address of YouTube Live so they can click on the address or type the address on their phone and see themselves on YouTube Live so they know that it is real. Yes. What privacy law may be relevant? For example, remember it's the entrance to my house.
Given it's your home, privacy laws still apply. You should ensure that you're not inadvertently capturing areas beyond your property or recording audio without consent. Some regions require consent properties for audio recording. Additionally, be mindful of YouTube's privacy guidelines, ensuring you don't inadvertently share private information or capture people without their consent.
The only audio that will exist is the audio of my voice
Just
warning.
FYI, there's a monthly usage limit for Cloud ChatGPT, and you're getting close to reaching it. You have about 5 minutes remaining this month. To know how more, download the ChatGPT app at chatgpt.com/download.
Okay, so let's summarize it.
Sure, let's summarize. You're setting up a door cam with AI vision to identify intruders. You'll stream live to YouTube learning-style bookenders. Ensure you comply with privacy laws, particularly around consent for recording and streaming. And remember, you're close to your monthly call limit, so consider downloading the ChatGPT app for longer discussions. Anything else you'd like to cover?
No, that is basically it. Thank you for talking with me. Oh, one other thing that I would like to discuss is acting as a therapist, telling me how you can provide therapy to somebody that is anxious about some intruders coming into their property.
Listening ear, helping you process your feelings and suggesting coping strategies for anxiety. While I'm not a substitute for a human therapist, I can provide resources, relaxation techniques, and mindfulness exercises to help manage stress. If you'd like, we can discuss some techniques now. Would that be helpful?
Yes, let's discuss some technique now, specifically to deal with anxiety of an intruder that is coming to intrude into my property or my country, and I need to use this uh, surveillance system to be warned so I can take quick action when the is coming in so to stop the intruder from intruding my property.
Deep breathing to calm your nervous system. Inhale slowly for 4 counts, hold for 4, and exhale for 4. 2. Grounding technique. Focus on your surroundings to stay present. Name 5 things you can see, 4 you can touch, 3 you can hear, 2 you can smell, and 1 you can taste. 3. Preparation. So you feel confident in using it. Knowing you're prepared reduces anxiety. 4. Routine check-in. Regularly check your system to reassure yourself that you're working properly. Would you like to try one of these now?
Yes, let's try one of these now. Feels great. I feel better already. Thank you. Bye. Thank you.
You're welcome. Take care. Goodbye.
You too. Thank you.
Thanks for
Find broker is something that I forgot to note. So I insert the word find, starting with fin, then D, and then broker. Broker will not expire in 30 days. I need to create another subfolder for that file name. So mob seeing AI, that part. First I have to create a subfolder mob seeing AI at the phone number, and then find broker. So I want to take this find broker, control copy, and insert it immediately after the folder name. Control V. I make another folder. That text. Edit. Copy. File. Save as. Paste the new file name and make a new folder that will include also the find broker part. So I'm going to copy just that to the clipboard buffer, then navigate to document and create a new subfolder. Delete and enter, then select new. Now paste. Control V. Starting with mob seeing AI, but adding the find broker. Open it up, copy, and insert it into the subfolder name. Paste it all into the clipboard buffer. and save. And now paste it all in my notes. Control V with an X in front of it, and then upload that to Google Drive. All the confusion that I have to deal with because Google is so messed up. I'm going to Drive, and I'm going to Plus, and I'm waiting for it to open up the Plus file upload. Now paste the entire string, remove everything to the right side of the subfolder name, delete it and enter, and then upload, and then upload again, and then see how many subfolder are uploaded, which is one. Go back to my notepad and put the number one there. In addition to that, I would like to make another subfolder that starts with find broker. So the new subfolder will start from find broker, so I'm going to copy this find broker to the clipboard buffer and insert it in my notes, Control V. That will be the beginning. Then the phone number that will not expire. Control C to copy to the clipboard buffer. Then Control V to paste it. And then after that, put the Gmail account, mobseeingai at. So this will be the new subfolder name. Copy to the clipboard buffer. Now, file, save as. Go back to document. Create a new subfolder. Paste the new subfolder name with Control V. Open it up. And now copy to the clipboard buffer with Control C and insert it in front of the file name with a backslash. Now that I've done that, copy to the clipboard buffer and save. And then paste the entire string in my notes with Control V and enter and mark it with an X and a space as a prefix. Then file, save, and now I want to navigate back to the drive and upload it to the Google Drive. Plus, folder upload. Now the newly created folder, I'm going to paste it into the field, the folder colon field on the dialog box with Control V, the entire string, and then delete the file name. So what remains is the subfolder name. So it will upload all the folders that are there, which is basically one. Click upload once, click upload the second time, and then navigate to the right side to see how many folders were uploaded. One folder. So I put in the number one and enter, and file, save. At this point, I'm ready to wrap it up for today. So I'm going to stop the recording. First of all, I'm going to stop the recording on the webcam. I'm going to press the stop button and double click it to play it back. Now double click it to play it back. At this point, I'm going to start performing the retrieval of the folder. Since it is perfect, I X out